Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show featuring the Zoom Homies, produced by L&K Productions. Hello, everybody. Welcome into May 2nd, 2023's edition of the Zoom Homies with me, your host, Ken Stout Live. And you can see we have about 7 people already there. And I'm going to make a quick announcement before I get started. Well, we had about 7 people. Who left? Jose left. Okay. Yeah, I could hear him. So I got a real quick announcement to make, which will go out to both Zoom and YouTube. There is going to be no talk of internet speed. There is going to be no talk of AT&T. There's going to be no talk of I lost my internet and the tech had to come out. I mentioned it today on DaVinci, Daily DaVinci. I will remove your comments. If you test me on this, you will lose. So make sure you heed my words. No internet speed talk. No mention of I lost my internet. No mention of I have Verizon. I had this. I had that. I will remove the comment or a moderator. And if it continues, I will remove you from the channel. If you have any questions, you can privately email me on it and we will discuss it. Thank you. And now I'll bring the Zoom homies in. Tim Sowell says, hello, Ken Stout Live. Hi, Tim. Hi, Bobby. I was having some technical issues a while ago. It's why you guys didn't hear anything. Hopefully everything's working the way it should be now. I hope. This may be a very short-lived stream because Mrs. K just sent me a message and said she's not even on the schedule for tonight. And they went to 12-hour shifts yesterday and she's not sure what they're going to do as far as her working tonight or not.
Old or new?
The old job.
Yeah, all right. Now, remember you saying you thought she was working several nights this week.
She's supposed to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week on the overnight shift. with them going to 12-hour shifts, it eliminates those that works the 8-hour shifts. So, you know, professionalism, courtesy, respect of, hey, we started 12 hours yesterday. You're not on the schedule for tonight. I don't. That's all been thrown out the window. It's just silly, stupid,
They have
crazy.
altered schedules back and forth several times, right?
They
And
have.
8
This
to
is
12
about
and
their
back and whatever.
This is about their third attempt to go to 12-hour shifts. I don't think it'll work at all.
You have any other relatives still working?
My
at the old
brother's
place?
still the maintenance manager.
Okay.
He's salaried. He's part of the group that makes the decisions. He tried to tell them for a long time that the way they were running it with these temps agencies, they were just wasting money. And they finally listened to him on that. I don't think the 12 hours will work. They can't get people to work 8 hours, let alone 12.
Yeah, you want. Now this is owned by a group out of Colorado. You said one time, or something?
I believe it was owned by a group out of Colorado, and then I think they changed management companies to someplace here locally.
Okay.
All the training they did was based out of Colorado, so
All right.
I don't know for sure 100%. Yeah, I'm honestly just expecting her to send me a message at any time, say, come and get me. And if that's the case, I'll restart the stream when I get back. It's just,
Okay.
you know, it doesn't take 3 minutes to call someone and say, hey, you're not on the schedule for tonight. Call me tomorrow and we'll work out a schedule for you because we went to 12 hours. Not that she could work 12 hours because she can't, even though she thinks in her mind she could. But there's no way she can hold 2 full-time jobs or part-time, full-time and work 1 8, 1 12. It's mathematically impossible. Unless she works 7 days a week and, you know, then you can do it. But that would be silly. So how was everybody's Tuesday?
We're here.
Pretty good. I've been editing a whole bunch of scripts for my computers, and I copied one from one computer to the other and screwed up a bunch of stuff.
I slept all day.
That's what happens when you get old.
I woke up and attempted to do a daily Da Vinci, which was horrible, and then took some medication, sent out a couple messages, and I slept all day. Just whatever this is I'm fighting, right now it's at about 50-50. Roy asked how my eye's doing. My eye's fine. My eye is fine.
I've had a little something the last few days, not enough to really do anything. It might be something as simple as dry air and allergy, but I'm not sure.
How's your thumb doing?
My sons are fine.
The one that you got cut on?
Oh, my thumb? Yeah, it's fine.
Uh,
It's fine too. I've played golf since then.
I think it's a little something going around.
I
Cold, flu.
Hi, Jim.
I don't know what it is. I coughed up a bunch of stuff today and just I feel okay. I just have no energy.
Ooh.
And I
A
could probably go
change
to
in the
sleep.
clocks. Sorry for interrupting. I just noticed.
What, I fixed the clocks?
No, you changed some wording on the clock. Rent this space.
I moved the rent up to the right line. Remember how the rent used to be one line below?
No, but you had some other words there a little while back, didn't you? Not rent this space.
No, it's been rent this space for a good month. It's just the rent was
Okay.
down a line.
All
So I
right.
turned the waiting room on because I was getting ready to kick Alex out because he had that wonderful ugly picture that I told him was not allowed in his background. I'll debate on whether I'm going to turn it back on because he just barely got rid of it about the time I was getting ready to kick him out.
I forgot I had it on. I turned it on last night after the stream, and I thought you were going to notice to put me in the waiting room, but you never did. So
There you guys go.
I don't know why you would want to put that background on your Zoom when you go to bed.
Dear God.
What?
What the heck?
Are
is
you
it?
going into the black market thermal paste business or what?
No.
Well, Sean's here. Hello.
They're gonna dry up and get hard by the time you use half of them.
Probably. Brian Lightfoot says, some of us are born with it, some of us don't ever get it. Thank God I'm a guitar man. Who am I? Do not use Google Winter Mute.
Does that mean the rest of us can use Google?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. If it's lyrics, I have to give it a moment's thought.
I actually have heard that before, and that's unusual.
I have to think on this a minute. No, I'm not going to Google it. Brian is insinuating that Winter Mute Googles things?
No.
The man that says Google is your friend? Some of us are born with it. Some of us don't ever get it. Thank God I'm a guitar man.
I recognize the "Thank God I'm a Guitar Man" from someplace, but can't
Dave
place.
Miller?
I'm drawing a blank right now, but the way my brain works lately, it'll come to me when we're talking about something totally not even related to that. So,
Dave Miller.
and yes, I have a different background because I did not feel like going and taking a picture of the Army ROTC shirt and put it in the background. I just kind of got frustrated with Da Vinci this afternoon, so I stayed away from it. Well, I slept all day too. Give up. Can we get one more hint, please, Brian? Is it lyrics or is it a quote from a musician?
I'm thinking it's lyrics, but I'm not sure.
First letter's B. Bon Jovi? Nope. Okay.
Bob Dylan.
Those are literally, okay, they're lyrics. So some of us are born with it. Some of us don't ever get it. Thank God I'm a guitar man. Who am I? I think Greg might have gotten it. You'll kick yourself when you hear the answer. Not Bob Dylan? Oh, it's Brian Lightfoot, everybody. You know, back in his rock and roll days when he had hair.
His cousin Gordon, maybe. Except that doesn't start with a B.
Yeah, I seen that all over the news headlines today. Finally.
Brad.
Yep.
Brad?
Yeah.
They
Guitar
weren't that
Man.
big of a group.
You know, I was thinking Guitar Man, but I was running those lyrics through my mind because that's one of Lorna's favorite songs. Roy says
did
Brad.
Who the hell? What is this?
Yeah, really.
I've never heard of that.
Uh-oh, we have an Amber Alert here in Indianapolis.
Bocephus.
Never heard of it.
Well, my girlfriend she bought her kids, which are her dogs here, and then she took them to a mountain, and a Great Dane bit one of her dogs on the shoulder.
That's never good.
Does she have little dogs?
It didn't draw any blood, but then afterwards, the dog was shook up, so she took both of them. They're both girls, and took them to a Sonic and got them one of those dog ice cream cups.
Pup cup. It's a cup with whipped cream.
It's a
Baby.
they call it a puppuccino, I believe.
You know, I'm not an animal person, but if my dog were to get bit by another dog, I don't think I'm taking it to a Sonic first. I'm probably going to take it to a veterinarian to make sure it's okay. Then maybe Sonic. I don't know. Let me go check the fish, make sure they're okay. I might have to run them to Dairy Queen. Hold on, I'll be right back.
So I turned down a job interview today.
What?
What?
Why?
Wait,
Why?
let's rewind that and say that again. You what?
I've turned down a job interview today
Why?
because after she explained the job description to me and what I would be doing, it involves me going to the office, them leaving us as a group, leaving the office, and then carpooling to somewhere. It's basically a bunch of people carpool or drive their cars around to go places and to go places and do like sales presentations.
All right.
And when she said carpool, this and that, would that work for you? No.
Yeah.
Oh, so the sale presentations is okay, but the carpooling was the one that ended it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like you go to the office and they have the morning meeting, then at 11 o'clock they leave. And once the word once they say something about going somewhere else and doing this or doing that, I'm out.
I see Rick Lakes joins us. He'll be with us in a little bit. His back is still bothering him. Ski Man joins us. Hello, Ski Man. Hello, Rick.
Yeah, I can sympathize with you, Alex. They lost me at sales.
Alex, I got.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kind of issues with that.
I mean, my father-in-law, at one point in time, tried to get me to come apprentice with him in his sales business, and I didn't have much difficulty resisting.
Alex, have you tried at Walmart in the computer department and electronics? See if you can be a floor salesman there with your background in computer.
No, I haven't. I'll be surprised if they have anything open though at all, because except for because every time I go to Walmart, there's like nobody there. You can barely find anybody working.
Mine, they usually have 2 or 3 folks back in the electronics department, strangely enough.
We found it.
There's a thought, Alex. There's a thought.
And honestly, William, I wouldn't buy any of that. I wouldn't buy any of that junk they're selling as far as laptops and stuff at Walmart. So I wouldn't want to try to sell it to people.
He's got his chicken.
You're a good salesman, you don't have to believe in it.
Just got to be able to sell it.
That's it.
Not saying I recommend that, but
Most salesmen don't even understand the product they're selling.
Well, I can't sell it because I do understand it, and knowing how bad it is, I can't.
you just got to not worry about
Jose's back.
giving somebody the shaft on when they buy something.
Hey,
If it's
they're
on
gonna
them.
buy it, they're not gonna buy it. That's not your problem.
But I get what you're saying.
Very true.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
It's just like I probably could not work at Best Buy either, because I wouldn't recommend anybody buy any of their pieces of junk either.
Well, not everything Best Buy has is terrible. The
Best Buy
problem is
stuff.
more the staff than the product to me at Best Buy.
Best Buy sells the same products they sell at a dozen other stores.
Yep.
Samsung is a Samsung, no matter where you buy it from.
Boy, Brian, you caught that just perfectly. I just disabled the waiting room.
Oh,
Bell's working now. That's good. Hi, Rick. Sorry to hear your back is still bothering you.
Yeah, it is. It's had a hard time sleeping last night. Couldn't lay on my back, and then when I tried to roll over, my
Yeah.
left side would spasm. So I'd have to try to go the other way, and that didn't work. So it was kind of pinned.
Yeah.
Best Buy needs to offer building computers for people like Micro Center does.
Micro Center builds computers for people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
they
you
do.
can you can go online and pick out parts if you want, And assuming you have a semi-local micro center, you can give them the list or whatever it was that they picked it out. They may already have it setting aside for you, and they'll do it for you.
Or you could just walk in the store, figure out what part you want, and then they have a build your own
Right.
PC section that you can build it there in the store.
We are getting a micro center sometime this year. I don't know when, but they keep
Actually,
saying Indianapolis is getting a micro center.
Yes.
Actually, that's not a bad deal for you.
I'll check it out.
They typically do have a pretty big selection of stuff.
They have a good selection of stuff. They have pretty decent prices as long as you're purchasing in store.
And they have their own private label stuff if you're into some really discounted stuff. What's it called? Inland brand?
Is that their store brand?
I
Yep.
think so. Yeah.
Think so.
Okay. All right.
Now, Jim, as opposed to buying something and having them mail it to you, is that what you mean? Good
Well,
prices
that-
in store?
To the best of my knowledge, Micro Center will not ship anything.
Well, that's what I
They
thought.
will
Okay.
not.
I didn't understand quite what you meant, but
No, I mean you can go on their website and they have some sort of a building guide or something
Right,
online.
I
You
know.
can pick out all the parts. And then I guess you say I want to pick up my parts at this particular store, and you can do that, but while you're there, they will also build it for you.
but even if you just want to buy parts, now here, I mean, I could order something on there, but the closest one to me is like 5 hours away in California or something.
Right.
And 10 hours worth of gasoline cost added on to.
Right, exactly. Now I have a micro center that is roughly a 20-minute drive from where I am.
Well, that's doable then if they have something you want to buy.
Yeah, if they have something I want to buy, but here's the kicker. The store is located in Pennsylvania. So while they may have pretty good prices on stuff there, since I have to literally buy it there, I also have to pay Pennsylvania sales tax.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Delaware where there is no sales tax.
Mm-hmm.
No, really? Okay.
Trying to figure out how I can share
How
this
does
with
Delaware
everybody.
make their mony? Property
Well,
tax?
They have an adjustable state income tax that's very much like the federal.
All right. And I presume some type of property tax.
Oh yeah, we have property. Yeah, we have all the other
I mean,
normal
the government
stuff.
gets their nickel one way or the other. But
Yes, yes.
okay,
There's
but
other
if you
states
have
that
no
don't
sales
have-
tax, then it's not appetizing to go across the state line and have to pay sales tax.
Yeah, especially depending on what it is I would be buying.
Yep.
Is it Texas? They don't have a property tax or something.
I'm not sure
Well, I
about the
think
property
Texas
tax.
Several
does.
states have no income tax. Texas, Nevada, Tennessee.
So if you're in
again.
Delaware and you buy something, the price you see that they got selling it for on the shelf is whatever you pay.
Yep.
Yeah. So everybody should be seeing this now. Everybody should be
Yep.
seeing a boatload of icons on one screen.
Yeah.
When my monitors went to sleep this afternoon and I pressed the space bar, this is what I woke up to. All of my icons, for some reason, migrated over to one screen. Have you ever heard or seen anything like that ever before in your life?
No, I've accidentally clicked the wrong thing and had it rearrange all my icons, but not all over to the right side.
Well, not
I
only is
can-
it on the right side, it's all on one monitor. There's not a single solitary icon anywhere else on the other three monitors.
And you had some of them on the other monitors at one point?
Oh yes, I have like all the
I guess I've got the two monitors, but I don't only have icons on one.
Yeah, I have the Google icons are all on one monitor because they're primarily calendar related, or not calendar, clock related. And
Does
then
anything happen when, so this, what, your monitors went to sleep?
they went to sleep like they're supposed to after an hour. And then when I
Now,
came
I
in
will
this
say on
evening,
mine, for example, I typically put my browser screen on the right of the two right-hand monitor of the two. But if the monitors go to sleep and I start back up, it's always on the left.
Oh, I know what was happening, Ken. Windows was just testing the vision in your right eye.
oh, is that what they're doing?
I wonder if
Except
I
that
wonder-
monitor's out of on the left side of the world, so
Actually, I had something similar on mine, Ken. Twice in the past 6 months, either the computer waking up from sleep, not me from sleep, but waking the computer up, the icon spacing has changed, where there were really, instead of the normal bit where they'd all be close together on the left-hand side,
right.
they were spread all over the place. And the only way to fix that is you go into the registry and reset the numbers what they're supposed to be. And I don't know how or what could change that. That's a user setting.
I don't.
Now, what kind of stuff are you resetting in the registry, Brian?
Icon spacing. There's horizontal spacing and vertical spacing. You can
Okay,
make them.
all
You can
right.
make them spread out, and you
You're
can make
not
them.
setting the exact location though.
No,
Okay,
it's just the spacing.
right. All right, I got you.
And then once you get the spacing where you want it, just hit refresh, and you're back to normal.
All right.
Was one of the monitors shut off? Well, yes and no. Technically, I have two TVs and two monitors, and everything's set to go off at an hour. When I hit the space bar, the two true monitors, which are HP monitors, come back on instantly, and then I have to take the remotes and turn the TVs on. Usually, up until tonight, everything has been fine. All the icons have been spread across the four monitors the way they're supposed to be. No, there was not an update. I checked for that. Roy asked if there was an update. There was not, because that was one of the first thoughts I had too, is maybe there was an update. Resolution is the same, yes. And they moved off of two monitors and a TV over to one monitor. Or over to one TV, rather. I'm sorry. So it's just,
they did not end up on a monitor.
they did not end up on a monitor. They're actually on my
That
big
puzzles
40-inch
me a little
TV.
bit. If you told me they all ended up on a monitor.
Nope, they're all on a TV.
All right. Obviously, I know nothing.
Roy is saying it was the TV that did the change. Yeah, it's probably the sound bar.
You just need a new computer. That's all it is.
Yeah, well,
You don't have to wait 2 minutes longer. Sean should have yours in the mail by next week.
Check your email when you give a chance and reply.
who?
Check your email when you give a chance and reply.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't say who. You just said check your email and reply. There's only 12 of us in here.
You.
Yeah, I figured that out now. Maybe in the future I might scribble some notes down about when this happens to me. They say Microsoft updates is the only thing that came to me. Yeah, I thought the same thing, being Tuesday, and maybe there was an update. I checked updates, there were none.
Well, you've given me an idea for an experiment. I have two monitors, nominally the same model. They aren't exactly alike. They're pretty close. I think after we're done tonight, I'll move one little group of icons so I can remember which ones they were over onto the other monitor. And then restart or let them go off automatically after the half hour, whatever I've got it set to, and see what happens.
Were your icons all the same on every monitor, Ken?
As far as the size goes,
Well, no, just which icon? Were they all the same icons?
I'm not.
Same shortcuts, same
Oh
icons.
yeah. Let me
Just-
move this out of the way. Yeah, it
Just duplicates.
You know what? Let me check something now that you said that.
They aren't duplicated, are they?
Oh gosh, no. No. I will minimize.
You actually can set monitors to duplicate if you want. That's one of the available settings.
Right. No. The monitor directly in front of me has nothing on it. Let me bring clocks over here, make sure there's nothing on this one. The HP to my right has no icons on it. The HP to my left has no icons on it. Let me get OBS out of the way, as well as YouTube. Nope, everything migrated over to that one television, which is the one to the left. And then I do want to check, let's see, shortcut, OBS, shortcut. Yeah, and they're all aligned off of the right edge. Instead of, normally they're on the left edge.
Ken, can you do a system recovery to a date before today?
Oh yeah, if it was that big of a deal, I could. It's not that big of a deal. It strikes me as odd that I've been doing this now for about a week, letting the monitors go to sleep and the TVs go to sleep. I hit the space bar, I turn them on, and everything's fine, with the exception of the 2 times Zoom started. Now, this happens today.
Now, when you say sleep, are you using sleep in the sense of Windows sleep?
I'm using sleep in that the monitor's set to shut off after an hour, what I'm calling sleep. Probably not true sleep in the sense of the word. The computer never stops. The computer runs constantly to maybe help the electrical bill a little bit. We've set the monitors to shut off at an hour.
I know Doug was talking about some of the stuff the other day, but on my laptop that I use infrequently, it would go to sleep for whatever reason, and then I could not get it to come back ever. Had to hold down the power button. And I solved that by doing what Doug suggested. I went through Device Manager and found every setting for any hardware on the machine that could possibly put it to sleep and set it so it wouldn't do that. Now it's fine. It just never goes to sleep.
All right, that gives me an idea here. What's that command Doug always goes to that shows all the errors?
Error log?
Event log.
I don't think he called it event log.
Whoa!
Event viewer.
Oh, God.
Reliability something?
Event viewer.
Reliability something, I believe, is what it's called. It's coming
Reliability
to me.
history is what Winmute posted.
Reliability. Thank you.
I think it's called reliability monitor.
You said put him in the waiting room, Jim. I'm not even going to go with the signals. Just put his ass over there. You said event viewer. Now you are such a politician.
Wintermute saying reliability history.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I can't talk.
Did you re-enable the waiting room?
You can.
I can.
Your
I
co-host.
wasn't aware I could do that.
Sure, you can.
I wasn't aware that I could do that.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure you can.
Okay, never mind. I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Bye, Alex. Bye. See ya. You're out of
Another
here.
candidate.
Is it monitor or history? I must be selling something wrong here. Hold on.
History.
RELIABI.
View reliability history.
Aye.
There you go.
Here we go. I was spelling it wrong. All right. So now I got to switch something over here so that YouTube can see this as well and move Zoom out of the way. So here's today, May 1st, May 2nd. I don't have any of these goofy little things in there to indicate something went wrong. So that was a wash. Now, this is saying security intelligent update for Microsoft antivirus, blah, 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 blah. Successful this
Update.
afternoon at 12:15. another one at 210. If I'm
You
reading,
wouldn't think that would do it though, because that's been happening even before when nothing happened. I mean, it's Microsoft antivirus updates.
well, I went to
definition.
bed
So,
about 2:30, and I woke up at 8. I was back on the computer about 9, so that would kind of work into these numbers. It says there was another one at 9:27. Isn't that weird though? When I went into settings themselves, and in here, and then into history, of course they'll be here now that I say they're not. Yeah, see, October 2022, November 21, April
The
23.
definition updates are down at the bottom.
Oh, at the bottom. Oh, right here.
Yep.
Okay, so
oh yeah.
yeah, there they are. Okay, well that's only showing one, and that other one shows that there was 4. So maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But I mean, it's good that there's no X's and triangles and everything else in there. All right, let me get us back to where I'm at.
Have you checked the settings in your TV when to turn off the monitor?
Nah, I've never messed with that.
That might be causing it.
It hadn't been an issue up until today. Check if auto arrange is on. Right click on the desktop under view. Uncheck auto arrange. I don't think auto arrange is on, but I'll check it. So right click on the desktop under view. Uncheck auto arrange. Auto arrange is unchecked. The only things that are checked is align icons to grid and show desktop icons. So I'm answering Wintermute here. No, it's your TV turning on and off settings in display. I don't know. It hadn't been a problem until today. It's another one of those weird oddities that seems to happen to me and only me. Did we bring Mr. Politician back in yet?
Oh, he came in before I could re-enable the waiting room.
Oh, did he now?
I've noticed.
Yes, I did.
How about we'll see you tomorrow night? Bye.
No.
I've noticed recently.
Goodbye.
I've noticed recently my monitor, once it goes to sleep after 30 minutes, if I jiggle the mouse, it won't come back on. I have to turn it off for 3 seconds and then turn it back on.
I've only found that just hitting the space bar brings my stuff back, but it's just one of those. It's just like last week when I went through this, Zoom would come back on after they go to sleep. You guys would leave Zoom. Zoom would be dead. I hit the space bar and I'm live on Zoom. Figure that out.
My TV has a setting where if there's no signal to the screen after like 5 minutes, it will turn off.
Your TV is possessed because you're still having issues with your TV coming on in the middle of the night, correct?
Yes, but it's a software bug that I can't fix.
Maybe you should have returned the TV within the 30-day period that you could have returned it and figured out what was wrong. There's a
Wintermute
novel
has an idea, Ken.
Huh?
Yeah, Wintermute has an idea that
Now let me go check if auto range is on. Yeah, I already did that.
Okay.
Again, on I'm going to right click view. Large icons is checked. The next check thing is align icons to grid. The next one is show desktop icons. That is it. Now, if I uncheck them, and then if I move this out of the way so I can see that they're gone, they are gone. And if I go right click, view, show, they all show back up over on that one monitor. It's not I'm not going to lose sleep over it type of deal.
Jose.
Excuse me. Couldn't get to the microphone in time.
You know, there is one good thing about this job at the school district. Their system they use, their application system they use for hiring, it will notify notify me by email or let me know if they close the position out, if they don't want to interview me or whatever. It automatically, even without them doing anything.
Wintermute says, is AMD settings in system tray bottom right next to clock probably hidden? Nope. You're talking about the graphics card. It's there. I don't know what it is. So if you don't, what did you just say about your school district job? You're going to be ghosted again? Is that what you said?
No, what I meant is the school district job. All the school districts around this area, I don't know what it is, but all the school districts around this area, they must all hire the same company to do their websites because they all use exactly the same format of websites, except for it's customized for their district, and they all use exactly the same hiring platform. And that hiring platform will tell you, will send out emails to candidates automatically for to schedule interviews or if they have been rejected or whatever. So I will at some point, even if I don't hear from them directly, I will at some point receive a email saying they don't want to hire me because their system does it automatically. But after you said something about that other guy being a bad reference, I added another one. So now I've got 4.
Okay. So Roy said, is my TV connected by HDMI? It is. If it is, unplug it, then plug it back in and watch what it does. Well, I'm not sure what that's going to resolve. It should make the screen go away, and then when I plug it back in, it'll make the screen come back, won't it? I mean, I don't think it's magically going to put the icons back to where they go.
No, but if you had icons there, I think he's asking if you unplug it and plug it back in, are they going to disappear or something?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
You think they'll disappear?
I don't know.
They'll probably move.
Oh, okay. Well, we're about to find out. So what can I minimize?
I mean,
here?
he's fairly insistent upon that this is a TV issue, and I have no knowledge of this crap, so I'm not going to argue with anybody.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Will they disappear? Will they move? Or will they stay the same?
They the same.
I'm not sure.
I say stay the same.
Well, we know we can throw common sense out because it's me. If it was anybody else besides me, common sense would prevail, and we would say, stays the same. Roy is saying they're going to move.
I don't give a crap.
Oh, come on.
Well, I think that's pretty obvious to everybody.
We know you're a Da Vinci fan and you do care.
Greg says, Greg says if you unplug it, Da Vinci will come back on the screen.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, Rick.
I'm gonna get going. Jerry's on his way up here. He's gonna help me get my laundry done.
All right.
Carry it down there.
All right.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow night.
All right. Get the feeling better. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, Rick.
All right.
So obviously Apple has changed something because the password's not staying on the Zoom. I have to make a small change here on screen because I'm going to hit the button to show the password. Please, nobody blurt it out, Alex.
867-54309.
Pretty close, actually.
Very good.
BR549.
I just thought of something. If you're left-handed within Windows, is there a setting within Windows where you can move all your icons to the right side? I never.
Some versions of Windows, there's a place where you can stick the taskbar around
Well, yeah, that was not in 11 anymore, but
Right, in 10 or 7 or whatever.
I don't think you can do that in Windows. Move the icon. By default,
I go for Russian.
I think there's a setting where you can tell it that you tell it that you tell it for the mouse settings that you're left-handed.
Only icon setting I know is that thing Wintermute was talking about, auto arrange and then
auto arrange.
spacing.
But when you do auto arrange, it pushes everything to the left side, beginning from the upper left corner.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Why would it matter?
I'm trying to explain why all of his icons are ass backwards and they started at the upper right-hand corner. Basically, that's what Ken's trying to figure out. What made it matter?
Well,
Oh, actually, Ken doesn't try. You're not trying to figure out what made it matter. You just want to get them back to where they belong.
Without having to do them individually, yes, that's kind of what I don't want to have to do.
I would you can shut off all of your other screens in Windows and only have one screen. I would start there and see what happens.
What if you hit the auto arrange button temporarily one time? That's going to move them back starting at the upper left, and then you can turn off auto arrange.
I'll be right back. Jim, you're going to temporarily be the host.
All right.
On the right-hand side, I have a bunch of links to websites with some long names to them. I keep those to the far right-hand side. Now, if I were to hit auto arrange, it'll take all that stuff with those web shortcuts. It'll move it over with all the application shortcuts on the left-hand side.
I just keep all my icons turned off because I have so many of them. I don't need to see them.
Okay, so Zoom is not going to go out. You guys are going to have to watch the stream to see this because I'm on the phone, so I can show what's going to happen here. So the icon should be being seen across there. Now I've just got to set it up so Zoom can see this, or so that the stream can see this. Okay, now the stream is seeing this. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to unplug the HDMI. The theory is, how long do I have to leave it unplugged for? Number one. And number two, the theory is the icons are going to mysteriously go elsewhere. Is that my understanding? Yes? No?
I think that's the theory.
All right, I'm unplugging it now. Oh, that's the wrong one.
You did it.
Yeah, really.
If you just hit the start button or like Control P or whatever, and just
No, Alex, we're trying something with the hardware itself. We're actually going to go 3, 2, 1. Unplug the HDMI cord. Now, since there was no determination of, and I can tell you, there's no icons on any of the other 3 monitors anywhere. The problem would be, at what point in time do we have to say it has to elapse before the icons were to jump over to the other monitors? If it's going to happen at all. So I'm going to plug it back in. And my guess is they're going to still be there. Plug back in. Ta-da! They're still there. Alex, that wasn't your guess. Good God, stop being a politician for 10 minutes.
Now, what if you power cycle the monitor? Either turn the button on and off or unplug it from the wall. But yeah, Wild Dog was essentially saying you need all the monitors have to shut off automatically for something to happen.
Right, the way that it's set up, and then if there's no activity on this computer for an hour, they will shut off. They will go blank, dark, off, whatever. I don't know how to power cycle the monitor. The TV, this is a TV actually, without unplugging it. I don't know that that would do it or not actually. And
You have controls on the TV, like you reach underneath and there's a button to push or something?
yeah, I just hit the button. It should be a black screen. We'll hold it for about, I don't know. It's off. No icons on any of the other monitors at all. 0 for 2. And we'll turn it back on. I said, we'll turn it back on. Right, because I'm on my phone.
Why know that? But
And as you can see, we are back to the same issue. So I'm going to go ahead and get off the phone and rejoin Zoom.
all of them on the right like that though, and there's at least one space down there where there's room for an icon, but there is none.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Right under the D drive icon.
Yeah, there is it does appear to be missing, but I mean it's working. Zoom updated today too. I got the Zoom down at the bottom. When I hit that, it did an update. I don't know if that has anything to do with the Zoom not being there or not. But all right, which way does this need to go?
Now, Ken, do you normally use the large icon?
Yes. Yep. I always have them on the large icons.
I think that space, Jeff, that you caught on there, it says my slide ... which means there's more text on there that could not fit. This is where you get
I know. There's an empty space just to the right of my slide thing.
Well, you're talking about right here, right? Between Brave and my slide?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's simple. Let's just grab an icon and see if we can plug it in.
Well, no, I'm just wondering when they rearranged, why did it leave that one out?
Well, more importantly, why is the Zoom icon not on there? I plugged that right in. That worked just fine.
Yeah.
Have you tried right click and sort by name?
I have not. I can.
Watch them all go to the left.
Yeah.
Well, before I do that, let's share my screen so that everybody's on the same sheet of music.
It's still sharing.
Well, it's on stream.
I wasn't sharing my screen, Alex. I was showing that screen on YouTube. Come on, get with the program. You call yourself a technician? Good Lord. My God. Somebody put him in the waiting room. But better yet, just kick his ass out for the night. And tomorrow night, let's just go ahead and do it for tomorrow. All right, so here we go. You want me to right click and sort by
name.
All right, I've never done this, so we'll see what happens. Oh, it puts them all over on the left-hand side. Isn't that cool? But guess what? Two things happened. One, all of these icons are on one monitor except for one icon. And guess what showed up on another monitor? Anybody? The Zoom icon is now on monitor number 1. So
and you have 2 copies of my slide on the one that we're viewing.
So I'm going to move Zoom over there. That was interesting that when I did the view sort by name, it moved them all to the right, or left rather, and it magically, and guess where the zoom icon appeared on monitor number 1? That's right. It was in the upper left-hand corner. Good guess, whoever said that.
Yep.
I did.
I'm trying to figure out why you have a picture of Mrs. K eating something.
Why there's what? You're trying to figure out what?
Why you have a picture of Mrs. K eating something?
Because we were on break one night, and I like messing around with the camera, and I took several pictures of her eating. Why? I mean,
You're a creep, Alex.
just we take pictures all the time. About the only place we don't take pictures is in our bedroom. I take pictures all the time. There's that better. We have now Christmas lights. Didn't realize you were a YouTube desktop critic.
One thing you see is there are 2 separate sort by names on the screen, depending up all of the stuff that is installed by the
You think
system
he's gonna be
comes
smart.
first, and then all the other icons for things that you've added yourself or
Well, I click on right click, I have sort by, and then it has name, size, item type, and date modified. Where are you seeing the second sort by name option at?
No, I mean, if you look at your icons, upper left is recycle bin. That's sort of always there. And then you got any desk through Winderstat for all in alphabetical order. And then right under that, you've got clock test, DaVinci videos, Google Photos. It starts a separate sorting.
Oh, it does. Yeah, you're right.
And that I noticed that, like, because I have multiple accounts on my computer. I have an administrative account and then my own account, but the second set is stuff that you added just as a user without installing or whatever.
Right. So this is a shortcut. Then this is a folder. Then Amazon's a shortcut. That's a shortcut. That's a shortcut. That is interesting.
In fact, there's actually 3.
Yep,
I guess
at least 3.
Yeah, 3 sorts.
One there, and yeah. All right, let me go ahead and get us back to the normal stream here.
Hang on, I got a question for Jim. Jim, did Alex try to leave and come back?
Yeah, he tried. He tried.
Alex, you do realize you're about to dig yourself into a hole that you will not be able to dig out of. You do know that, right?
At least until tomorrow, yes.
No. I will. No, I mean permanently. There's no not at least until tomorrow. All right. Why did Zoom not come back on? Oh, because I don't have YouTube back and running. Okay. Where did YouTube move to?
Yeah. Whatever. Right. Yeah.
There we go. All right. You'd ever heard of Christmas in July?
Now, this is Christmas in May, though.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, I will go through later tonight and move everything back the way that I want it, and hopefully it will never do it again. It's just odd. It's just, I mean.
Oh, it's Windows. It'll do it again. You just don't know when.
Yep. That's what Lawn Dog's saying too.
That it's Windows and it'll do it again, and you just don't know when.
What?
Oh, good. Look what I just got. U.S. device not recognized. I haven't seen that in at least a month. Now all of a sudden it's back. Oh, well.
I think you need an exorcism kit on your computer.
Something.
I've been telling him that to do that. But do you listen to me, Ken? No.
Jesus Christ, Jose, where are you?
He's in a car.
He's in a car, obviously. Let me go look at chat and see. Clear the memory. Clear the memory on the TV.
Yeah. Jose, you really shouldn't be zooming and driving at the same time.
You can do it safely.
Yes, and I've been able to do. I'm able to do multitasking. Alex.
He had to think of it the right way to say
You can
it.
lock your icons. Roy is saying you can lock your icons. How do you lock the icons? clearly going to have to go back and check this later. Stand on one foot, juggle and drink. Yeah, really, exactly. That's so very true.
Where's Royce saying that you can lock them? Was that earlier?
Yeah, it's and we're gonna run out of time here. The stream's the thing. Where was that? I just see that. Clear the memory. Sorting, scary. Christmas note was before that.
I'm reading on some of those causes right now, Ken, about how to lock
11:16.
it. And they say basically make sure you have auto arrange turned off, and then you should be hunky dory. But if Windows is still rearranging them occasionally or sporadically, changing the resolution without you taking any action, it could be because of an outdated driver.
Huh.
Then it goes on, there are, of course, many third-party applications that claim to handle the task of locking your icons. I don't like downloading another program to keep one program from working properly.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So tomorrow night stream will be 10:30. Scheduled time, she's working 2 to 10. If she gets out on time, I'll be back on time. If not, we'll wait and see. Ski Man's having back problems, so let's wish him to get over his back issues. I got the link that Wintermute posted. Cool. I will go ahead and now. How was the meet tonight? Did anyone listen?
I got a blank screen. I don't have any circle
I
yet.
changed it. Yeah, there's a blank screen because I don't really have anything scheduled to go behind it, so now there's not. Ski Man said it was good. Okay, so I made radical changes to that, and I actually bricked DaVinci in the process doing that. I'm not sure why one slight little change in DaVinci bricked DaVinci, but it did, and I was not happy about that. So not breaking. Yeah, I toned it down. I turned it down. Both in DaVinci and in OBS. So it should be a lot quieter. And the meep should not start in the middle of the scrolling places where everybody's at. So I'm not going to rerun it. I'm just going to end the stream. The Ken Stout Live Zoom Homies is about to start. It's not accurate. In fact, in 3, 2, 1, bye.